What's happening, people? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, IFBB PRO coming at you with another topic today. All right. And we're going to be talking about if you can see your belt buckle. All right. And you probably already know where I'm going with this. If you are new here, you don't know. If you are not new here, you know exactly the type of episode, type of vibe that's going to go down right now. And it may feel a little bit intimidating, but it's not. I'm just going to have that conversation with you that you might be refusing to have with yourself. All right. So shout out to everybody that's joining. Let me know how your day is going when you hop in. Appreciate that. Tyson, what's good? Anthony, what the fuck is up? Harmon, what's good? I see you guys. Let me know how your day is going when you do join. All right. Let me know how your day is going. And we're going to be breaking it down. We're going to be talking about essentially your self-perception and your lack of effort towards changing your self-perception. So if you've looked at yourself recently and you're not happy with the way you look, or you made a commitment to yourself, anytime recently that you said, I want to change my body, I want to actually finally be responsible, I will do whatever it takes to take the next step, and you haven't, this is the episode you need to pay attention to. All right. So I see you guys there. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Shout out to y'all. Let me know how your day is going. We don't want any sitting ducks here today. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to remind you, to the new listeners, we do allow for people to have commentary and questions on the Meathead on the Mic podcast. That's normal, but I will not be responding to you guys and girls until after the recording of the episode, because I want to get a good soundbite for those that are listening on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Okay, so with that out the way, we'll be diving into today's podcast episode very, very shortly. I just got to make sure that this audio thing is working good. No, we're not saving that. This sometimes happens, sometimes it doesn't, but it's okay. We'll just take advantage of this time. If you do have any comments or questions relating to fitness, definitely drop them down, and I'll take care of them after the recording of the episode. So we're going to get right on into it. Pay attention. Okay, we're breaking it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, Meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, returning champion IFBB PRO Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. And today I'll be breaking down, honestly, some tough love for the soldiers that are sick and tired of being overweight, having man boobs, bigger than their girl's tits. I know you heard me say that before. I'm saying it again. And if you want to have more stamina in bed, if you're one of those soldiers, if you're one of those dudes that are just not fucking happy with the way your body looks and or performs, this is the episode that you need to give yourself that kick in the ass so that you can actually push yourself to stick with the meals that you wanted to eat in order to get the results, or to stick to the gym plan that you set for yourself maybe in December, that you promise yourself you'd stick with throughout the new year, that you haven't stuck with. All right. So this is going to be some tough love, and it's going to be tailored towards men, because I don't know how to give tough love to women. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Okay, the title of today's episode, number 159 of the Meathead on the Mic. Can you see your belt buckle? Okay, can you see your belt buckle? All right. If you can't see your belt buckle when you're looking straight down, I'm sorry to break it to you, bro. Whether you're sitting or you're standing, you're fat. You've got a lot of visceral fat, a lot of fat on the gut. You may not have the full Homer Simpson, but you are definitely fat. Okay. Am I saying this to shame you or make you feel less than? No, because you look at yourself and you already feel less than because of the way you look, which is why you probably clicked this episode. Okay, in today's episode, I want to give you that motivation that you need, that tough love you didn't know you needed, but you also can benefit from when you hear it, to get you to push yourself to be the person that you know you want to become. There's something I heard, I think it was recently. I was like scrolling on Instagram or something, or TikTok, and there was a saying. They said, it was like the Joe Rogan podcast or something. The saying was like, true hell is when you meet the person that you could have been. Okay. True hell is when you right now meet that better version of yourself that you could have been, and you realize you haven't done anything about it. And when I heard that, it stuck with me. It really did. And, not just because I want to tell you this, not because, you're like overweight and need to lose weight, but like, no, this actually applies even to me. It's like something even I needed to hear. And even to an extent, the message I'm giving you today is something that I need to hear. And I'm not better than you. I'm not perfect. And I always say that because it's true. I'm not perfect. Okay. And neither are you. But one thing that we can do is we can make conscious efforts to move in a certain direction to get a certain outcome that is better for us. And that's part of what the Meathead on the Mic podcast is about, outside of giving you knowledge, when it comes to nutrition and training and other things that you might need to know in order to make your fat loss or muscle building journey a little bit more optimal, right? Like, you pay attention to what I'm saying here. Seriously, guys, pay attention to what I'm saying here. I'm not even hating on this one. Okay. I'm not. This is tough love. The only thing I'm doing here is putting a microphone to that voice that already exists inside your head. Like, I'm not calling you fat. You already think you're fat. Okay. It's in the way that you slouch when you sit, it's in the way that you breathe as you walk, right? It's the subtle things. It's in the way that you cringe at the mirror when you get out the shower because you don't like what the fuck you see, right? Which is just you being honest with yourself. It's not you picking on yourself. You just don't like it, which is cool, right? And just so many other subtle things. Like, dude, there is absolutely no shame in saying that you're fat if you're fat, or saying that you don't like the way you look if you don't like the way you look. There's no shame in that. There's nothing, there should be no negative connotation to that, in my opinion, because it's you being fucking real with you. And being real with yourself is like the seed you have to plant in order to get yourself to start to grow and transform into the man that you want to be. Again, as I said earlier on, just to reference, and I think this is really true, especially when I look at some of the old folks that are around me. Hell hell is you right now in your like very worst form, undesirable version, you right now looking in the mirror and seeing who you could have been. And I know that there are some people in my life that are older, way older, that definitely regret some of the choices they made when they were younger, because now when they look in the mirror and they see who they could have been, it eats them alive. And guys, that's one of the main reasons why I have this episode out today. It may seem harsh. It may seem like, oh, he's a dickhead. He just wants to talk down to fat people. No. I've seen literally men like you live the rest of their 15, 20 years, 30 years like that, and how shitty it becomes in the end, right? So take this as a gift. Take this harsh message as something that can motivate you to make sure that you actually look in the mirror one day and see that person that you could have been, and that being an accurate reflection of who you are at that time. You want to leave no stone unturned, or you can live with the anxiety and depression of knowing you didn't do what you were supposed to do or what you wanted to do in order to get to where you wanted to go. Okay, so again, as I said, there's no shame in saying, you're fat if you're fat, or if you don't like the way that you look, if you don't like the way you look, because you can change those things. Okay. And like, let's be honest here, guys. People, people who laugh at other people going through problems and pain, like if you're going through, struggling with fat loss, and you're struggling with, you know, just sticking to a diet, sticking to the routine, or mentally you might be struggling with other things that, I guess, as a result, compound into bad habits that hold you back or just don't allow you to excel and move forward. People who laugh at others and point fingers and like, haha, he's fat, or like, haha, he's ugly, or whatever the fuck, those people are fucking assholes. And I'm not here to be one, as I said. Okay. I'm here to let you know that you are not the only one that hides those thoughts in your brain. Those thoughts about you thinking you're fat, those thoughts that you think you're not worthy, that you think you're not attractive, that you don't like the way your arms look, your chest looks, your legs look. You already have those thoughts. And it's okay to have those thoughts, but you have to address them like with fucking honesty and actual criticism. And it's going to hurt. And I'm not saying that it has to hurt, but it's likely going to hurt. And with that pain, you can honestly use it as, and I don't want to say it as like a motivation. You can use that pain as sort of like a reflection. Whenever you think about it, how much does it hurt? And based off of my actions and time, does it hurt less as I make progress? Right? Because there will be one day eventually where you'll hit a certain level and those things won't bother you anymore because you've handled the 30 pounds of weight loss and you actually like the image that you see in the mirror. So as you're working in your journey, you're looking at yourself after you get out the shower every single day, and you notice, oh shit, this is changing, that's changing, this is changing, that's changing, and you feel better about yourself. That's a good thing. But if you look in the mirror and you don't say anything, but you know in your heart you feel disgusted at what you see, that's not good. You're trying to suppress your thoughts and hide your negative thoughts, and they will eat you like from the inside out. They'll eat away at you. Okay? They will. And I know this because I've helped people like you. I know this because I've got friends like you. And like for fuck's sake, as I said, I'm not perfect. I know this because I am a human being as well, with flaws, with pain that I deal with as well. And dudes, men, there is no fucking shame in being stuck in a problem if you are trying your absolute hardest to get out of that. I'm going to repeat it again. There is absolutely no shame in being stuck in a problem if you're trying your very hardest to get out of that problem. So this message goes out to you, brother. The dude that, wears his sweaters to hide his love handles. Like you don't wear t-shirts because you're too embarrassed about the way you look. This message goes out to the dude that avoids dressing up, dressing fancy, dressing good and shit you like because you want to hide your belly. This message goes out to all those dudes that fear talking to girls in public because of getting rejected for their looks. I'm talking to you, man. I'm talking straight to you, and I'm asking, if you could change everything that you wanted to change on your body in a year, would you? And if the answer is yes, which I fucking know it is, what are you willing to sacrifice for that extra little bit of confidence in yourself and that extra, you know, we'll say health benefit or better look or whatever you train for? Okay, what would you sacrifice in order to get that body in that year? Ask these questions to yourself, like straight up. Okay, just ask them to yourself. Don't answer me. Just think about it. And also, I want you to think about how would that new body make you feel? Again, sit with these thoughts. All right. Where do you see yourself after you drop the man boobs? Sit there. Think about it. Where do you see yourself after you drop the love handles? After you get rid of the 30 pounds? How do you feel? Tap into those positive feelings that exist on the other side of the fence. Because once you do, and you even realize just for a little bit that it's possible that you could feel better about yourself, it becomes a little bit more believable. And no, I'm not going to say that that alone is going to make you change, but opening your mind up to that perspective will do a world of a difference if you never ever ever even give yourself the chance to think positively about what you are potentially able to accomplish. If you always look at yourself in the mirror and you always think I'm lazy, I'm fat, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, and no matter how hard I try, I can't lose the weight or whatever it is, you're fucked. And I, at least in this episode, want you to think like, what is possible? What am I willing to give up to obtain what is possible? Okay. And how do I see myself after I achieve what is possible for myself when it comes to fat loss, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to finances, anything, man. Straight the fuck up, anything. But specifically today, we're talking about, body composition and confidence as a man. Okay. And the biggest question that you've asked yourself but haven't answered, that I urge you to answer once you listen to this episode, is this: when will you commit to losing the 50 pounds that you said, the 30 pounds, the 20 pounds that you said you would lose in 2021? When will you commit to that? When will you commit to the New Year's resolutions that have failed years and years before? And like, when will you actually make this the last year? Also, why do you still allow yourself to eat like you're still in the COVID-19 pandemic? Answer those questions. Okay. I'm going to repeat them again for you so you can really sit and think about it. Okay. And I just want you to be honest with yourself. And don't answer me, answer to yourself. Okay. Number one, if you could change your body in a year, would you? Number two, what would you sacrifice for that body? Number three, how would that body, that new body that you worked for, make you feel? Number four, where do you see yourself with your new body? Number five, when will you actually commit to changing your body like you said you would? Okay. And number six, why do you still allow yourself to eat like shit? Don't answer to me, answer to yourself. That's all, like, literally. This is a tough love episode, and I want you to sit and have that tough love with yourself. Think it through. Why do you do the things that you do? Because I can promise you, they were 100% responsible for the reason why you feel the way you feel. All right? That's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Also, if you're a dude, a man, and you want to get shit right, you're fucking sick and tired of leaving yourself on the back burner, shoot me a DM if you want me as your head coach, and I'll see if you'll be a good fit. All right? Let's embrace our inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB PRO Matt Butale, signing out. Boom. All right. Podcast episode's recorded. Felt good about that one, man. That was good. Hello, my man, showing up. Yo, Mike James Compton, what is good, bro? I see you, Mike. You know what it is, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for tuning in, man. See what we got here on TikTok. Says, I'm not gonna read all the nonsense on TikTok. I'll see if I got like legit questions here. Oh, so Emma says, shout out to Emma for joining. Emma says, everyone regrets the choices they make, but that's life. It's how you learn from your mistakes. Exactly. So everyone regrets the choices they make, but that's life, and you'll learn from your mistakes. Absolutely. And then Emma suggests that if you struggle with some of these things, to write positive things on your mirror, like words of affirmation and gratitude and stuff like that. And I'm not against it. Like I'll show you really quickly. I'll just open to a random fucking page here. I've got my thing here, right? I'm not going to show you everything in detail because that's private, but I journal as well. It's I'll tell you this though, it's not important unless you're fucking doing shit though. Like you can write anything you want on the mirror or scream fucking chants about like what you believe in yourself and all that crap. But it only really works if you're doing the shit too. All right. So don't just sit there and write things and expect to like manifest weight loss. You are a crackhead if you think that will work. And I say that with all due respect. Let's see here. My boy says, haha, though to women, yes. I don't know, maybe that was contextual. Natty Fit says, they lack determination and courage. And we all do at certain points in time in our life. It's, we're not here to like shame people. We're here to like at least help them smell the coffee. Right? He says, you speak fact, truth. It's not about truth anymore. I totally see what you're saying, bro. I agree with you. I mean, I try to speak facts. I don't always speak facts because I'm not always right because I'm not perfect, right? But, and again, that's why we have an open mic. So you guys, if you know something better than I do, you have the opportunity to talk to me about it or like enlighten me because I don't fucking know everything. But I do appreciate y'all though. You guys are real. You guys are real. All right, people. That is it. That is all. We'll be back again with another episode tomorrow for the last one of the week. Peace, love, motherfucking protein. IFBB Pro, Matt Butale, signing out. Boom.